All right, so this is a bit of an update slash maybe PSA, I guess, public service announcement for those individuals with a um, Ultimate B or similar style CNC machine and the RapidChange ATC. So, as you've seen in my other videos, I had my RapidChange ATC mounted here. It's been working good, but I was contemplating moving it over to here for a couple of reasons. One, just kind of makes the work area a little bit easier to access. I thought mounting it over here out of the workspace was a good idea, and it has its some benefits, but it also has some drawbacks. I will probably go over that more in a different video. But I had designed a new dust boot shoe setup. And so basically, the idea being that these two pieces go together. When it goes to do a bit change, it docks it, pulls up, gets this part is attached to the spindle. So now this is out of the way and it can go change the bit. So when I was looking at moving this, when I was testing this out, I used my longest bit. So this is a long reach 1/4 inch end mill. And the problem that I had is at Z max, the bit, when it was returning to the dock, was going to um, hit the dock. Well, sorry, when returning to the dock, it was going to hit the dock. And I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe I can get a little bit extra Z clearance. And so what I was looking to do was actually move the spindle higher on the Z axis. But then before I moved it, I was thinking, well, wait, what other impacts would that have? And so obviously in the Y axis configuration, if I move my magazine over here, I end up with a clearance problem. So this is almost down to engage the bit. It's got to go a little bit lower to actually grab it. But you can see here, I actually need to move my spindle down a little bit further to make that safe, just so I don't crash the Z axis into the top of the magazine. And this is definitely and not the first time that this Z-axis design has caused me some grief. Um, Looking at something like the Rat Rig Stronghold, which is a similar designed machine, and how they've addressed the spindle. Looking at spindle mount, sorry, I should say. Looking at things like the Onefinity machines and the long mill and alt mill machines, they've approached the Z-axis in a much different way, where basically the linear rails are mounted, and it moves a plate with the spindle mount up and down. So really, your spindle is the only thing you really have to worry about clearing for the most part. And that in specifically this case with the RapidChange ATC has a big benefit. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with the docking station for my dust boot a little bit, as well as if I do want to move my, if I do want to move this, the magazine up to the spoil board, I will have to do something about that spindle clearance, because obviously that's going to cause a problem. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for the night. I think I'm going to sleep on it. I was going to actually start cutting out the base plate to change this over from the 3D printed part for front mounting over here, because I was reasonably happy with the initial testing of my dock. And so I was going to move the dock back here, and I was going to put the magazine here, and it would make more of a more sense from a workflow standpoint. It would move to the back, remove the dust boot, come grab a bit, grab the dust boot, go back to work. So from a workflow standpoint, that made sense to me. But obviously with this problem, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do just yet. So if anybody's got any bright ideas or insights, let me know. Other than redesigning the Z axis on the Ultimate B to make it more similar to, like I said, the long mills or alt mills or 150s of the world. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know a few viewers and stuff had mentioned they have a similar setup. So if you are getting to, you have your Ultimate V and you're getting to the point of mounting it, a couple things to keep in mind while you're sorting out where it's going to go. All right, thanks. And like I said, if anyone has any brilliant insights or other things I should try, let me know. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to, uh, like I said, if I want to move the magazine, I'm going to have to drop that spindle a little bit more, which again decreases the amount of clearance I have when I home the Z axis. And that again makes it a little bit tricky for some of the longer bits. So, all right, that's all for me for tonight. Thanks, guys. Bye.